No spoilers in this video. This is going to be a quick guide on how to do the basic Fisherman's Gambit Part 1 quest in Nier Replicant Remaster, because I found this to be kind of unintuitive. Other guides that I saw didn't help too much, so I thought a guide with a controller cam would help show what joystick angle to use. This is captured on PS4. So we start in the town seafront by the old man near the beach who gives us the quest to get 10 sardines. We find that trying to catch a fish at this beach is a very difficult process if you only have a regular lure. It takes too much effort to whittle away the stamina. Many times they break free instantly, so we're going to want to go up to the merchant and get 30 of the lugworm bait, which is going to let us catch sardines or blowfish. And blowfish are much harder to catch, so you might just give up when a blowfish comes in. It'll be pretty apparent from how fast the stamina bar goes down. In this video, we're going to show a bunch of sardine. The big 4 steps are, you're going to want to adjust the camera so that you're looking downwards at the player as much as possible with a rod and wire straight. The second step is to press the circle button right after the bait goes under. Don't delay for too long, but also don't fall for the fake outs. The bait needs to go underneath the water. So 3 is going to be the tough step, but you're going to want to tilt the left stick back in roughly the opposite direction, but at only about half of the angle, instant to vertical. Let's refer to this diagram, this little doodle that I drew. If the angle between wire and vertical is 2 alpha, like shown, you're going to want to pull back at about angle alpha in the opposite side. Note that this should get you to somewhere where you can feel the rumble, and then at that point you should just keep adjusting until you can maximize the rumble and keep seeing the stamina bar go down. For sardines, this should go down pretty fast. Now if we look at the gameplay and the controller cam, okay, we're going to want to press circle just as it goes down. And then note that the fish is dragging aside at a pretty extreme angle at this point, but note that my controller joystick is only about 45 degrees. And that's a successful catch. We're going to look at another one, pretty similar case. Again, the divide the angle by half rule seems to work pretty well. Now I should mention that this is for the first mission. I'm not too far in the game yet, but if fishing continues to be a problem, that date this as time goes on. Those that just want to fish, that's the end. But if you want to understand why you need to use a 1/2 angle,
I'm afraid we need to use math.
This is more of just a back of the envelope physical intuition kind of thing. But what we're going to want to do is consider the side profile shot, where the camera is incident to horizontal with some angle theta. For large theta, this is basically a bird's eye view, in which case the angle of the wire to vertical should be the same as the joystick angle to vertical. Let's call them both angle alpha. But for a camera angle theta approximately 45 degrees, convince yourself that the angle of the wire to vertical, as seen by the camera, will appear to get bigger. Let's call that beta. As the camera angle theta approaches 0 degrees, the angle beta of the wire to vertical approaches 90. It's just a perspective shift, really. So in practice, we do a rough correction by making the joystick angle about half the angle of the wire. And that seems to be a pretty good rule of thumb.